Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Avernum, Escape from the Pit, where we are just about to escape from this particular pit into the bigger pit of Avernum itself. However, I almost forgot to talk to Brissa before doing so, because we promised to help her, and so we did. Brissa watches you closely. Her spear is always in her hands. What else do you need of us? I hope you have not joined those thugs. Oh, quite the contrary. I wonder how she can help me. Can't she just heal me if I need it? I mean, I don't, so I'm just going to say Lagran is gone. Lagran? Lagran. I hope this guy is not gonna play a role for much longer, because I just can't decide how to pronounce his name. Lagran is gone. You can escape now. Nice, that was worth enough experience to level up. Nice. She is so relieved that for a moment you think she might break into tears, but then she starts nudging the others with her shoe. Come on, let's escape while we can. As they rise, she turns to you. I thank you. This has been a rough arrival, but perhaps things will improve. She thinks, but I doubt it. Then she turns and begins to escort the others toward the exit. Okay, nice. Unfortunately, it's pretty much like in the later games. I mean, not surprisingly, since this came before them, that stat increases on level up only flash by for a very, very short amount of time. And they're not mentioned in the log at all. So I saw some people gain strength. I mean, ultimately, it's not really doesn't really matter all that much. However, there is one other thing that I was thinking about doing anyway. But I guess we have to take care of the level up first. So let's see. Points to spend 1 per level up. Okay. Now let's see. Dexterity. How fast you are on your feet improves your chance to hit and damage with missile weapons. Reduces your chance of being hit in combat. Helps you to act sooner in combat. Warriors and archers are aided by this skill. Strength is your chance to hit and damage with melee weapons. Enables you to wear heavier armor without being encumbered. Having more of this skill is of great benefit to warriors. That is true. However, I mean, even though my main character is a thief or rogue character, I guess dexterity still only really helps with evasion, which is nice, but you know. I want him to be strong. I mean, endurance is hit points, right? Also poison resistance and harmful magic. So yeah, I mean, it's very much a defensive attribute, though. Intelligence, how good you are at thinking things out and solving problems, increases the character's spell energy and helps to resist charming and other mental magic. Okay, so I really don't need much of that. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with some extra strength because this character is mainly going to deal damage in melee, so I think I'm going to benefit mostly from that. Now, as for skills, right? We have lockpicking. I wonder, does anyone else have lockpicking? Can I even? Well, I can't cycle through characters right now. That's actually a little bit unfortunate because one of my mage characters or spellcaster characters might have points of this, but I guess I'm just going to focus on this. So I'm going to put 1 point in here. It doesn't tell me the max level. It used to be 4 in the... Or it used to be, well, it is 4 in the later games. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it's the same here. Okay, let's see. Hardiness, natural armor. That could actually be useful if I'm not going to end up giving this character very heavy armor, which I might not. Blade Master makes you far more effective with all blade and pole weapons. Each level increases damage by 3% and chance to hit by 1%. Versus this, which is just bladed melee weapons, daggers, swords. There's also all blade and pole weapons. Yeah, okay. So that includes daggers if I want to use daggers, which I don't think I do. Why would I use daggers over swords? Both damage down and your chance to hit by 1% per level. Okay, so it's just not as good as this. But ultimately, if I do get enough points, I want to max out both, just for the highest possible benefit. Nice. Okay, riposte sounds good. I mean, this is gonna take a while before I get there, but I don't know. I figure I want to unlock new skills before I max out old ones, right? Just for better variety. Alright. And we do get to Choose a trait. These special abilities help you to customize your character. Grayed out traits will become available as you gain skills and levels. When you're done, press the OK button. Right. Okay, and it does tell me what it needs to unlock. That's nice. Each level increases your dex by 1. Wow, okay, that's not bad. And I already have improved strength? No, wait, I can learn that though. Ooh. For a maximum of 5, but that's still pretty good. So that's going to give me a 2-point bonus in strength right away, right? If that's how it works? Oh no, wait. This is it must be each level in improved strength, not each character level. That would be a bit too good, just to activate this once and get the 5-point benefit out of it. Well, in that case, I'm not sure if I want that. And sure hand, I guess I'm gonna go for things that I can't get any other way, right? Primarily, because I can just improve my attributes anyway. Chance to hit with melee attacks seems good, because at least in the later games, certain high-level enemies were kind of hard to hit, so that might come in handy. Mighty blows. Each level increases your damage with melee attacks by 3%. Nimble fingers increases your tool use by 1. Right. But again, that's something I can increase just through talents, at least to a certain level. Backstab, we already have that, right? Increases 5% the damage, by 5% the damage of your melee attacks on any foe that is next to one of your allies. Only 5% is not a whole lot. Okay, so I can improve this again for a 10% backstab bonus by level 5, which I am going to do because that's one of my specialties here. Or good health. You know what? I'm gonna go with better hit chance for now. Yeah, I guess. Okay, there's also one other thing I thought about in between episodes. That is, I want to switch the order just slightly. Because, well, technically I consider Atantua my party leader. But since I don't think it's important in conversations or the like, I don't even know if there are... I mean, there is no charisma stat or anything, and no, I don't know, silver tongue or whatever talent that unlocks more conversation options. So it's just for role-playing purposes anyway. But I'll just consider that Atantua is doing most of the talking unless someone else is specified for some reason. And I'm going to let my warrior, or berserker in this case, lead the party, because characters will go in combat in order in this order, basically. So I want my warrior to charge in first, so that Atantua is going to be second, and can then benefit from the backstab bonus. That seems to make more sense. Yeah. Anyway, as for her, I mean, can she not? Oh wait, we didn't click on this. Wait. There we go. Okay. Well, I mean, she wants endurance ultimately, but she also wants more strength for all kinds of reasons. Hardiness, natural armor, increases all damage taken. I mean, is there such a thing as like taunting the enemy, make the enemy attack you instead of allies? That would be useful. This is strictly magic, right? This is cave lore, right? Helps you calm hostile monsters, forage for treasure, whoops, and resist certain unpleasant magical effects. The more of this present in your party, the better. So that's Dex. Good to know. Luck. This helps you whenever something random happens around you, which is often. When your luck is high, everything will go better for your character. So this is character specific, not for the whole party. I guess I want everyone to have at least one level in this ultimately. Sure, might as well. Luck certainly seems like a useful skill to have. Gymnastics. Lighter on your feet. Each level of the skill gives a 2% chance of evading enemy attacks and a 10% chance of starting combat rounds with a bonus action point. Ooh. I mean, this is also something everyone wants, ultimately. Yeah, but I don't see taunt or anything. These are all strictly passives. Well, anyway, I still want her to be somewhat hardy, right? So I guess I'm gonna just for the sake of variety, I'm just gonna go for a different skill here. Challenger? Ah, this character will anger and draw attacks from all nearby foes. Extra levels increase the power of the draw. I see. So that's unlocked at level 5. Okay, so I definitely want to go for that eventually. For now, she starts with Mighty Blows for extra damage. I'm gonna give her good health, I guess. Maximum health by 5%. The question is that better than improved endurance? So how much health does 1 point of endurance give is basically the question. Is it less than a 5% increase? Because endurance also increases your poison and, I don't know, disease resistance and whatnot. Still, in order to make her somewhat of a tank, I'm gonna give her good health, I guess. Well, there is also this, Battle Disciplines, that I haven't really looked at. I only saw that as a shortcut. Yep, Discipline fatigues you for a short time, right? I saw that, display fatigue, although I'm not sure what that means. Other than that you can't use another Battle Discipline for some time. When you use a discipline, you won't be able to use another for several turns. Yeah, but I mean, they also have their own internal cooldown, right? Like 3 turns for this, 4 for this. Flawless Shot. Oh, okay, so they just unlock at certain conditions. Shield Breaker needs base weapon skills. All of them, or just one of them? Needs to be a total. Oh, a total of at least 6. Okay. Gotcha. All right, so just increase your fighting abilities, fighting skills, and you will unlock these eventually. Focus Spirit, Mighty Blow. Which is, I guess, just a better, well-aimed blow. Blade Shield. Stunning Blow, Battle Frenzy. Okay. I'm sure there's some good stuff in there, but we'll unlock it anyway over time, so no need to worry about it too much right now. Intelligence is Spell Energy. Yeah, I mean, I want more of that, right? There is no question. More dex, since she's also going to, or both of these are going to use their ranged weapons to some extent. I mean, I almost want her to use bows rather than thrown weapons, because they come in limited supply, unlike bows. Or arrows, I guess. But I guess I want to focus on giving her some extra spells first. At the end of combat, this skill will restore some of your health and spell energy. The more opponents killed during the battle, the greater the effect. The more of this present in party, the better. Okay, not bad. Priest spells. Ah, right. So this basically mage and priest spells must work similarly to battle disciplines, just unlocking new spells in a linear fashion, huh? More spells you can cast, and the more effective those spells will be. I mean, then there's no question that I want to increase this. But I can only put a single point in it per level. That means that I definitely will do that. Okay, well, in that case, I'm gonna do some first aid. Right, healing focus. Next level becomes available at 5. Energy blessing. Maximum spell energy by 5%? Yeah, I guess. He already has 4 intelligence, but I guess more never hurts. Right? Yeah. He comes with bows already. Could put an extra point in there. Or, let's see, Spellcraft increases the effectiveness of all your spells. Okay. How familiar you are with magical lore. Use to decode magical inscriptions and spells. The more of this in your group, the better. Okay. Magical efficiency. Your ability to focus your mind enables you to channel magic more effectively. Whenever you cast a spell, there is a chance that you won't spend all the spell energy you normally would. Sounds useful. Okay. % per level resistance to all hostile magic effects. Okay, so this is just a protective skill for spellcasters. Well, I mean, again, I'm definitely going to always increase mage spells by 1. I should be able to unlock this. Yeah, nice. And yeah, sure. It's pretty straightforward, but I'm gonna unlock this and we'll see what becomes available next level up. Okay, this took a long time, I'm sorry. But, I mean, it's... I had to take a closer look at this this stuff at some point. Next level up should not take quite as long. Okay, everyone's following me to the exit. I mean, I think we're done here, right? I did switch my party order around. And I did turn in the quest. Hi there. Portal guards. So, when are you gonna talk to me? Yes. Or, well, kind of. You emerge from the dark tunnels, and your claustrophobia is immediately replaced with vertigo. You are in a fort within a gigantic cavern. The stone ceiling arcs hundreds of feet over your head. Or heads. I guess, also one thing I noted, is that obviously you don't need to use a full party. You can play this as a single character. And so far all the descriptions have been written in a way that they refer to a single character. I mean, or in a way that is ambiguous as to how many characters. But yeah, especially when Lagran addressed us, he specifically, I think he pretty specifically seemed to address a single character. Which, well, I guess we'll just have to fill in for ourselves that, or adjust for ourselves that we're actually more characters. Anyway, your claustrophobia. The stone ceiling arcs hundreds of feet over your heads. As your eyesight adjusts, you look around at the world of Avernum for the first time. You are inside what looks like some sort of fort. It is made of huge blocks of stone, roughly mortared together. Wood must be rare down here. Only the doors are made of it. There are a few odd trees nearby, more fungus than wood. Then, when your awe at this strange sight fades, you notice the warriors. They stand around the lip of the pit you are in, weapons drawn. Some of them have bows pointed at you, ready to fire. As you prepare to defend yourself, a man comes running toward the lip of the pit from the south. "Stop! Stop!" he shouts. "Don't fire! Let me talk!" Well, thanks, whoever you are. Oh, I guess I need to actually... That's kind of weird. I mean, I can also just pass time by pressing space. So, there we go. Andrew. A small man runs toward you, waving his arms. His skin is incredibly pale in the strange light from the fungal ceiling. Yeah, also, let's not think too hard about how this is actually possible, even with luminescent fungi on the stone ceiling that's hundreds of feet away. That must be some pretty strong luminescence to reach all the way down here. Oh well. When he reaches you, he stops and bends over, hands on his knees, breathing heavily. When he regains his breath, he says, "Don't attack. I'm Andrew, the greeter. We are Evernites. We are here to welcome and help you." Okay. Thanks. Good thing you arrived in time. A thug named Lagran just came out this way. Did you catch him? Andrew looks embarrassed. "Oh, we tried. When he ran out, his face was covered. By the time we were sure he was the killer and not an innocent arrival, he had already fled." Well, it looks like you're keeping guards here to have bows primed at anyone who emerges. Or are we just being treated specially? Oh well. Well, I mean, I was the one who defeated him, yeah? Andrew takes a step back and inspects you. You have the look of a warrior with some potential. It is good. With all of the forces that threaten us, Avernum needs warriors like you. So you just let him escape? Andrew frowns. And if we let our arrows fly without being sure, you would have us kill an innocent by mistake. I don't know why that gave me so much trouble. No, this is Avernum. There is no escape for any of us. He will be found. Do not worry. Well, I mean, I got a feeling that he will be found by me. And again, even though I have played this before, I don't actually know if we are going to. But, I mean, it seems pretty obvious. Yeah, but that is a worry for another day. You are here. I have something to say to you. Yes? As Andrew speaks, the guards nearby watch solemnly. Each of them went through the same ceremony, the beginning of a new life. Andrew says, "On behalf of Avernum, I welcome you to your new home, here in the darkness. Our lot is hard, but we are free of the crushing hand of the Empire. We offer you peace and aid, as long as you aid us in return." He smiles weakly. "That is all. We have some aid for you. Then you can go out and start your new life." You call yourself the greeter? It is my task. I wait for new arrivals such as yourselves and welcome them. He bows. Welcome to Avernum. Tell me more about Avernum. Avernum is what we call this place. Countless miles of tunnels, caverns, and icy subterranean rivers. Well, better icy than molten lava, I suppose. It is your new home. Your new home, he smiles sadly. Avernum, what does that word mean? In ancient times, Avernum was one of the names for the underworld. It was the place where souls were sent to be judged when their lives were over. Appropriate, yes? Well, I suppose. Why are you welcoming me? I mean, I'm glad, don't get me wrong. It's my job. I'm here to ease the considerable shock of being cast into the underworld, of course. So, welcome to the underworld. He pauses to think. Also, I'm here to say where you can get information about Avernum and supplies. Okay. I mean, I take that, but I guess I have another question, maybe? How exactly can you help me? We can provide two things for you. Supplies and information. Once you know where you can go and have a few coins to get yourself established, we send you on your way. Okay, information is always useful. Tharl is the town sage. He lives and works in the building just a little bit to the southwest. He's a bit glum, but he does his job well. He will answer your questions as best he can. Of course, you should get supplies first. Okay, what kind of supplies? To prevent certain problems, new arrivals are sent to Tor to get modest supplies to support themselves until they find work. He's in the building to the south. We have found doing otherwise results in desperate, dangerous, and violent new citizens. This way, you'll have a fair chance. What you do with it when you leave here is your business. Can't I just stay here? That is a common question. I am afraid not. This fort is small, and we already have all the defenders we need. The rest of Avernum needs you. Okay, fair enough. Can I return to the surface? I mean, a common question. No, I would abandon any hope of ever seeing the sun again. The sooner you give up on that, the sooner you can begin the new life down here. Begin to make a new life here. Whatever. I refuse to accept that. There must be a way out. Andrew shrugs. I did not expect you to believe me. That comes in time. One day you will settle in. Life here is hard, but it has its own rewards and moments of beauty. Do you need anything else? I think I'm done. Thanks. Okay, I have to ask all of this again. That's all. Thank you. Alright, well, let's see here. Okay. We have no current quests. So, I suppose we'll take a look around. Okay, we can just freely operate the gates. As you start to leave the fort, one of the guards yells, "Hold on there! Before you head out, you should find Tor and talk to him. He gives new arrivals like you a little money to help you get started, just so you know." Well, okay, I wasn't going to venture too far out. You step out of Fort Avernum and get your first good look at your new home. You are at the east end of an enormous cavern, many miles across. In the dim green light, you can look out through the mist and see a huge forest of the strange fungal trees. A dark river flows by to the south, and to the west you can dimly make out the lights of a town. Although you're far underground, it's not as quiet and peaceful as you thought it would be. Sounds echo well in this cavern. You can dimly make out the hisses of lizards, flowing water, and unnervingly, the growls of distant humanoids. Your journey into Avernum is about to begin. Well, I mean, this is just a sneak peek. Oh, actually, right, this is on its own separate map. There's a kind of overworld map. Varon. Hi. There is an Avernite wandering around the streets of the fort looking for new arrivals. He wears a jerkin of thick lizard hide and a bow of black wood hangs from his shoulder. The moment he sees you, he almost rushes to greet you. "Welcome to Avernum," he says. "I am Varon. You look newly arrived and, if you don't mind me saying, a bit aimless." Well, that much is true. "I have an opportunity for you." Okay. Who are you looking for exactly? People like you. People with talents. Skill with a blade or with magic. The sort of people who could help Avernum. Help Avernum to what? Varon looks grim. To survive. Our battles are, whether you like it or not, your battles. Your aid may be the thing that tilts the balance in the favor of every human in the underworld. Okay, so what's this opportunity you're speaking about? The opportunity to fight for Avernum, so that we can all survive. And in return, you can gain what little renown and comfort as is available in this dark place. I mean, I guess it seems natural to help the humans of Avernum, but, well, I mean, we might as well listen to him. He nods. A wise choice. You should go to Silvar, west of here, and meet the mayor. I have been sent to recruit people like you, and I think you will find the work to your liking. That is all. I will leave you to regain your bearings. He nods and walks off, looking for other potential recruits. Okay, fair enough. I mean, I would have gone there eventually anyway, and probably gotten the same job offered by the mayor. But... Hi, Diane. You see a quiet, frail woman. She is picking mushrooms. They are big, bloated, brown things, different from any such fungus you ever saw on the surface. When she notices that you are watching her, she blushes and stares into her basket. Greetings, she says in a quiet voice. I am Diane. Those are some big mushrooms. Aren't they? Lovely things, though the taste is bitter. They are most of what we eat down here, and drink, and what we feed our livestock. They don't grow on the surface. No, the wizards of the Tower of Magi created them, using ordinary mushrooms and powerful magic. We depend on them. Without them, we could not live down here. Okay, I mean, tell me more about all those things. So what exactly do you do here? I came here with Tor, my husband. Now that I am here, I help as best I can, by cooking mainly. You're the cook? Well, a couple times a week I cook meals for everyone here. I'm actually a very good musician, and I sing, but there is not much call for that around the fort. Oh well, we won't be here forever. Would you care to elaborate? Could you sing something for me? She sings a song for you, which you've never heard before. It is long and sad, about life in caves and missing the sun above. She has a beautiful voice. Okay, thanks, I guess. Guess that's all? Bye. Can pick some mushrooms. But, I mean, the healing is really hardly worth mentioning. Oh, what are these, though? Nothing. Okay. Just some potted plants, I guess. Looked like some kind of tubers or something. Okay, so what do we have here? Can we read this? Yes. For the Burnham barracks. I mean, I am going to explore all of this. It's not a terribly large place, judging by the map. Speaking of which, can you... Whoops. That's not what I meant to do. I don't think there is a way to view the area map in close-up. The only thing you can do is look at the world map like this. So I guess this will have to do. Can we place this? Yeah, okay. In the very corner. So this is visitors' chambers. Feel free to rest here. Oh. Oh, okay. It's just literally chambers for visitors. Gotcha. Still gonna take a look and say, oh, hi. Actually, they might all have chests that are just empty. Makes sense, I guess. Okay. Andrew, right? This is, welcome to Avernum. See Tor for supplies before you leave for Avernum. Right. I'm going to. Okay. Nothing new to talk to him about. Yeah, some strange, well, plants. Or I guess fungi, to be sure. What are you? Dunbar. I mean, not what. More like who. You see a worn and scarred middle-aged man. He has a thin, washed-out look you already associate with many years in Avernum. You hope your time here is kinder to you. He carries a potted plant and a shovel. He nods to you and sets down the pot for a moment. I'm Dunbar, he says. Welcome. What's your job? I'm the groundskeeper, and gardener, and fix-it man. I like gardening best, but I do what they need. Oh, okay. Tell me more about those plants. Well, we've bred some pretty weird plants down here. All sorts of mushrooms for food and fodder. Those weird twisted trees give what little wood we have, and so on. Mages make the plants. I grow them. You eat the mushrooms? Yes, and not much else. You'll get sick of them before too long, but they're food, and that's what counts. I mean, they're also animals, right? Hopefully some of them are edible. How do trees even grow down here? Amazing, aren't they? The roots dig into the rock and the leaves absorb moisture from the air. They get light from the fungus above. I can't figure out how the scrawny things stay alive, but they do. Okay. Never heard of trees like these. That's because they were created down here by the wizards. They live in a tower to the south or something. All the wizards go there. They do all the standard weird stuff with demons and such, but they make plants too. Without them, we'd all be dead. You know, the standard stuff with demons. That sounds good. I have other questions. How long have you been down here? Hard to tell. Tough to keep track of years without being able to see the sun. Sometimes they say what year it is, but I don't see why I should believe them. They can't see the sun any more than I can. But a long time? Yes, a long time. Building, fighting, tending to my garden. He looks down at a vicious scar on his arm. Like the gardening best. Fair enough. Thanks for the info. Okay, so this is the visitor center or something? Supplies. Right. Might as well get this out of the way. Hey, Tor. There is a tall man sitting behind the counter, wearing bronze armor. Behind him is a large rack of crude stone and bronze weapons. He recognizes you as a new arrival in an instant. Don't recognize you, and I recognize everyone. You must be new. He rises and shakes your hand. You can see how desperately pale years down here have made him. I'm Tor. I'm here to give you some supplies before you go on your way. I mean, what do you do here? I mean, he gives supplies, right? Pretty obvious. Well, sometimes I maintain the weapons of the guards, sometimes I guard travelers going to Silvar, but I spend most of my time giving supplies to newcomers. What is Silvar? Silvar is the closest town to the west, a very good place to find work if you need it. You should ask Theral about it. His office is the next building to the south. Right, I was told to talk to that guy too. Do the weapons need lots of maintenance? He looks back at them with disdain. Pretty crude work, huh? Good metal is rare down here. Tools to work it rarer still. And enchanted items? Good luck finding them. Well, thanks. I'm sure we will find them in due time. So, magical items? They can be found? Sometimes. Some are made at the Tower of Magi. Also, when Avernum was first discovered, the Empire sent many explorers down here. A lot of them were killed, but their equipment remains. Such items are rare and valuable and precious, though. I wouldn't go hunting them. Better to live a peaceful life in one of the forts, I think. Yeah, well, we'll see about that. So, can I have some supplies? Tor nods, makes some notes on a scroll made out of crude parchment, and hands you a pouch, some dried meat, and a loaf of unappealing, slightly grey bread. Mushroom bread, no doubt. This is the starting allowance all new arrivals are given, to help them get established. We want you to become productive citizens of Avernum as soon as possible. Good luck to you. Oh, thanks, I guess. Where do you get the supplies you give out? Some are sent here by the army. Others are sent by the Empire. Sometimes they give us weapons and food and other things. We find them in the arrival caves with the new exiles. What do you do here? No, wait. It seems like we ask everything. It's unfortunate that not every stage of the dialogue gives you an option to exit the dialogue, even though you can always just hit escape. Just feels a bit rude to, just walk away. Office of Theral. Well, hello Theral. You see a slender, worried-looking man, wearing the robes of a mage. Somehow, despite the crude surroundings, he is impeccably dressed. He sits behind a desk, laden with books and scrolls. When you enter, he lets out a world-weary sigh. Another arrival. Another unfortunate. I am Theral, and I can give you information you can use to settle into life here. Alas, the news is all bad. Well, that's great to hear. You can tell me about Avernum? He grimaces. I'm here to help you, even if the help causes great pain. Help me how? Well, every day or so, our benevolent overlords above hurl a few more souls into this hellish cesspit. Then they come to me, and I tell them just how bad things are here. He chuckles dryly. Normally, I'd be cheery, but today I'm just not in the mood. Anyway, I'm here to give information. Okay. So, what information? Well, for example, on our lovely neighbors, the Nephilim and the Slithzerikai. Oh yeah, I vaguely remember those. On your chances for escape, or on how you get supplies, or on the local politics. The Nephilim you've heard of. Oh, the Nephilim you've heard of. There are many of them on the surface. However, until you arrived in Avernum, you had never heard of the Slithzerikai. So, yeah, what are Slithzerikai? Lizard men. Only live below ground. Intelligent, powerful fighters. Very magically talented. We've been at war with them for years, and lately things have been at a stalemate. They live to the west. Okay. Any chance the mayor of the town to the west might have anything to do with Slithzerikai? Well, we'll soon find out. Who runs things down here? Each town has a mayor. The mayors form a council. The council co-rules with King Micah, lord of our homey little pit. Micah lives in the Great Cave. To get there, go a ways south and a ways west. By the way, the council meets in the castle. It's a place you should know about. In the castle, okay. What is the castle? It's our pride and joy. We built a real castle of rocks, crude magic, and spit. King Micah lives there, orchestrating our desperate defenses. You should see it. It's reasonably impressive. It's in the Great Cave to the southwest. So you've said already. Okay. So where should I go? I hear you can fight. Avernum needs that to delay the inevitable. There are 2 settlements near here. Tell me more. Dovno is to the north. It's a farming community ravaged by Nephilim raids. You'd have better luck at Silvar to the west. It's the largest settlement nearby, and the mayor is always looking for warriors. I would go there first, I think, if I was a warrior, which happily I am not. Fair enough. Okay, thanks for the info. You are still Dunbar. Gotcha. What have we here? Oh, this is a storeroom where the surface goods the Empire occasionally sends down through the portal are stored before they're distributed throughout Avernum. Understandably, goods from the surface are very valuable down here. So you're saying I should just go ahead and pick them up, right? Okay, so things are marked as stolen or stealing. Oh, I find it very hard to click on specific items sometimes. I guess it matters where exactly you place the cursor. Oh, that's weird. So it's not the tip of the cursor at all. It's more like the center of it. It has to kind of align with the center of a tile. Well, that's something I hopefully get used to over time. What's this? Surface goods storage. Unauthorized Avernites keep out. Avernites? I mean, I say Avernum. So it's probably more like Avernites. I don't know. I guess Avernites comes more naturally to me. Let's quick save here just in case. I mean, I don't want to steal necessarily. I just want to see what there is. Just curious, you know? Okay, I mean, this is kind of unexciting. What is this? A bag of sugar. Ooh, that's understandably expensive. Oh, this is difficulty 5. Okay. I'll have to invest a little bit more into lockpicking. Get some board guards here. I guess I should be on the lookout for things I can take. Okay. Oh. Flawed crystal. I mean, it's not stealing, right? I don't know why that wouldn't be stealing if I find it in some random desk. But I'm gonna take it. So I guess this is Therod's private chamber here. So I guess I'm not gonna go in there. Hello? Janice? You meet a middle-aged woman who seems to be in a big hurry. Like everyone else you've met, she's extremely pale. She is holding a crude clipboard. She nods to you. Greetings, I'm Janice. Don't come to me for supplies. I just count them. I don't give them out. No, that's fine. We got some stuff. Actually, I didn't even look at our stuff. What are you doing? I'm in charge of supplies for the fort. The soldiers, they do their own cooking, but I'm the one they come to for the food. And weapons, and clothes. It's tedious work, but it keeps me busy as long as Theral is stationed out there. Stationed out here. Who's there? I mean, we know, but what do you have to do with Theral, I suppose? My husband, the sage. He helps the new arrivals get acclimated. Being here depresses him terribly. Being at the border and all. He's worried? Yes, about the Nephilim. He's convinced they'll storm the fort any day now. Who knows? He may be right. What are the Nephilim? Ah, the doom of all of us, if the Sliths don't get us first. Lots of them have been sent down here along with the humans. Many migrate to the lower caverns, but many more stay here determined to take our land. A large tribe of them lives to the north. They don't usually arrive at Fort Avernum, by the way. They tend to appear to the north. Gotcha. So where do these supplies come from? The Empire. They sent down things we don't. They sent down things we need to survive from time to time. Livestock, food, alchemical supplies. They arrive at the caves below along with the people, and we send carts down to haul them out. Alright. Why does the Empire give us things? It is a mystery. Maybe a few officials on the surface have actual honor, and they don't want us to die. Or more likely, it is a reward for something Avernum does for them. What might that be? I don't know. Nobody tells me. She taps her clipboard nervously with a chipped fingernail, eager to return to work. Right. I think we're done. Oh, tell me about the soldiers, I guess. Yes, good lads and lasses, everyone. Well, most everyone anyway. Just between you and me, the best gets sent to the front. The front? To the north, where all the Nephilim are, and to the west to fight the Slitz-Erikai. Avernum is a land of constant warfare. I doubt Andrew told you that when you arrived. He didn't want you to succumb to despair. Not right away, anyway. Well, that's all for now, thanks. Varon, right? This place is... Warwick, hello? You meet a young woman with long black hair. She's sitting at a table eating a bowl of thin lizard soup. Thin Lizzie soup, huh? Her skin has not yet attained the paleness of one who has spent a lot of time in Avernum. When you get close, her head jerks up. Once she has seen who you are, she returns to her soup, disappointed. Have a seat, fellow exile. I'm Warwick. We might as well regain our strength before we go out into the wilds. You seem like a recent arrival. Why were you sent down here? Is that really something you should ask people? I don't know. She looks down at the table. I have already learned that is a rude question to ask. Yeah, thanks for confirming me. People are sent to Avernum because their secrets are revealed. Once here, they want them to become secrets again. She turns away. I mean, it's fair enough. I don't know why the game kind of forces me to ask that. Have you arrived recently at Fort of... I mean, okay, I guess. In this case, it gives me two different options, actually. So, yeah. No, I have been here for weeks, asking people if they have heard of the one who was sent down before me. Her name was Anastasia. She was sent here a few years ago, and I don't want to leave until I know where she is. The one who was sent down before you? Years ago? I mean, apparently quite some time has passed in between both of you being sent down here, but oh well. I haven't met anyone named Anastasia, but I'll remember that you're looking for her. Thank you. I would appreciate that. Despondent, she turns back to her soup. Okay, is that an actual quest? It is. Right. Okay. A cave cow. These cows have only just arrived from the surface, sent through the same portal that delivered you. They look quite displeased with the new surroundings and fodder. You wonder why the Empire is supplying Avernum with fresh livestock. Perhaps these were bad cows, naughty and rebellious, and Emperor Hawthorne's bovine agents punished their disloyalty with eternal exile. I mean, who knows, maybe. Is this worth anything? It is. Huh, dried mushroom powder. Yum. Waiting to be made into bread. I don't know, I have to think about... this kind of reminds me of the one time where I was kind of desperate, didn't have enough actual flour, and used some bean flour trying to make bread. The result was not great. Don't try to use bean flour to make regular bread. I mean, you can make bread with it, it just tastes weird. I can only imagine that mushroom bread has similar qualities to it. What was that? What? Was that just the autosave message popping up? Oh. Oh, okay, I guess I unlocked that door. Getting some experience that way. I mean, I'm not going to steal, but I can practice my lockpicking, right? Oh, that's one level too high for me to pick. Alright, I mean, with that, we've not quite explored everything. What was this? The barracks. So, we got a garden here. Do we have some kind of guard captain? Someone who might maybe hand us a... Oh, Acacia, hello. You meet a powerfully built woman. She wears chainmail with a sun insignia painted on the chest. It is faded and chipped, but still visible. Her reddish cheeks contrast strongly with the paleness of the rest of her skin. She sizes you up and nods slightly. Heard you've been fighting from the moment you got here. Yeah, well, I mean, I didn't really have much of a choice there. You didn't just curl up and die. I approve. She shakes your hand. I'm Acacia. Okay, pleased to meet you. Are you a soldier here? Yes, I'm the guard captain for the barracks here at Fort of Burnham. We got a bunch of good men here, and when the Nephilim come for us, we'll give them a good run. We work best on defense. Okay, why are the Nephilim attacking you? They were thrown down here by the Empire, just like us, and they've always hated humans. We haven't attacked anybody. We just want some caves to call our own. Not good enough for our foes. They won't rest until every human is on their dinner plates. Okay, do they actually eat humans? I mean, I can't understand why they want our supplies and maybe even take over this fort that already exists. Tell me about this fort? Question mark. It is one of the most important places in the whole underworld. For us, I mean. If the Nephilim take Fort Avernum, arriving humans fall into their hands. Yeah, I mean, I guess I didn't even consider that, but... And the humans and also the supplies the Empire sends, until they maybe figure out that the Nephilim are in control. But how would they ever find out, right? Unless they have some way of communicating with certain Avernites. Who knows? Anyway, yeah, arriving humans fall into their hands, and then she draws her thumb across her neck and makes a charming noise. Gotcha. So, what is that design on your armor? You point out the insignia. It's a crude drawing of the sun. This? It's our symbol, the seal of Avernum. It reminds us of where we came from and where we hope to return to. Right. Any advice on where I should go? Anywhere. Wherever you go, there will be someone trying to take our land or find a tasty human to eat. Though most warriors who arrive here head west to Silvar first, the mayor there has a soft spot for new arrivals. Of course, some people want to find a way to escape the underworld. Fools, if you ask me. We had one of them through just a few weeks ago. Tell me more. What is it with all these statements or these requests ending in question marks? Well, I met him. Someone tried to use one of those strange blue crystals to make a portal to the surface. It was a mad idea, and that wouldn't work. We made the fool leave before he gave any of the new exiles ideas. What was his name? Just out of curiosity. Oh, I can't remember. He said he was heading up to Formello, though. They're welcome to him. What? They're welcome to him? People who trifle with unknown magics are dangerous to everyone around them. Okay, Formello, huh? What strange blue crystals? When the first people arrived in Avernum, they found a few of these bizarre crystals. When you looked into them, they talked to you, spoke in your mind. Most of them are lost, but there are still a few around, if you look hard. Some of them even teach interesting things. When they don't drive you mad. Okay, crystals that teach interesting things. Oh, I seem to vaguely remember such a thing. Yeah, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see when I inevitably find it again somewhere. But that certainly sounds important and interesting. Okay, that's all, I guess. I was kind of hoping for an easy fetch or kill quest right away, but I guess we'll have to actually go ahead and talk to that mayor. I accidentally clicked on the desk there. Gotcha. So I think I talked to everyone. Seems like I found all the named NPCs. Varon, Acacia. Andrew's still around here, yeah. And Dunbar. Well, and we have talked to people inside the houses. This one we can't open yet. Actually, there were... Oh, right, I tried opening this and I couldn't. Okay, just for the sake of completeness, wait a second. Is this... Oh, right. So these patches of weird plants are just marked as gray on the map. Just to uncover all of this map, I'm going to walk around here. Oh, hello, buddy. An iron shield. Wow. I mean, if good metal, such as iron, as opposed to bronze, I suppose, is supposed to be so rare down here, why would anyone not immediately plunder this guy? Okay. Boots. You both have boots, so I guess you were next in line. Congratulations. The shield. It's 18 armor, -5 to hit chance though. Is that worth it? I guess it is. Can anyone else use a shield? I mean, I guess everyone can use it. Sure. Until our casters get two-handed staffs, supposedly. Okay. So, good to know that exploration is rewarded even this early on. In fact, I might have run across something before. Okay. I mean... Oh, hi, we even got some Rats. If you run into trouble in combat, be sure to use blessings. The mage spell Haste and the priest spell War Blessing and War Blessing and Protection will make you more effective in combat. Later, your mages and priests will be able to create wards and cloaks. I mean, we already started with a cloak, right? Magical shield said aid your entire group. Gotcha. Yeah, in fact, why is this still active? Until you return to town or cast a different cloak spell. I mean, we clearly returned to town and it stayed active. I mean, I don't mind. But it doesn't seem to be working as advertised. Although in my benefit, so that's fine. Actually, do you have any new spells? No. You haven't learned the spell. Talk to sages in town. Oh, or read books in dungeons to learn spells. Okay, I see. So I have all the points required, but I need to find someone to teach me this. Someone or something interesting. And these otherwise have a skill requirement. Gotcha. War Blessing. And you right. I mean, I would like to have this eventually. But right now, okay. You can shoot that rat. Rat unfortunately dealt some damage here. That's okay. Okay, learning more about how the game works. It's always good. Some rats, but no loot, as far as I can tell. And just looking a bit more closely now. I guess I got everything. Okay, well, that took care of Fort Avernum. That's what it's called, right? Whoops, that's not the right button. W for Fort Avernum, right. Meet Silver's mayor. Wait, Silver's right here. I didn't even realize how close it was. So that's Davno. That's all really close by. You know what? I'm gonna at least take a look at the overworld map. Yeah, so basically Avernum's this entire map of Avernum also exists in the form of this overworld map that you can freely walk around on, which is amazing. I love that. I know. Again, I think I originally explored most of this eastern part of the map. Well, minus some certain places that I couldn't access or I don't know. But yeah, that was just one massive map that you could freely walk around on. Right, we have... Can we somewhat interact with you? Can we... No? Oh. There is a patrol of Evernight militiamen watching the road between Fort Avernum and Silvar. Their weapons and armor are crude and dented, clearly passed down from warrior to warrior for decades. They warn you to watch out for goblins and bandits and then continue their patrol. Right. So I remember there being hostile creatures patrolling as well. Basically serving as random encounters. And there were also things to just find exploring little nooks and crannies like this. You see in the middle of this grove of twisted trees a huge group of gremlins. These strange manic creatures are rare on the surface. They're very cheery but sometimes very volatile and dangerous. Strangely, this group doesn't seem happy at all. In fact, they seem downright suicidal. They lie around on their backs, shaking their heads and occasionally sobbing. I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and try to talk to them. You carefully step forward. Some of them approach and sniff you. They seem to be smelling for something. Soon they decide that you are completely uninteresting. Then they rush forward and unceremoniously kick you out of their grove. When you look back, you see that they've returned to their apathetic, mournful state. You must not have had anything that cheers them up. Okay. That's interesting. What is this? Can we... We cannot enter this house or anything? I wonder if there's anything I'm missing. A to... U to use? No. Okay. I guess just isn't anything. This, of course, is Silvar, then. Should I go there? I mean, I guess it was recommended that I go to Silvar first, so... Welcome. Yeah, now entering Silvar. Gotcha. You enter one of Avernum's cities. Well, they would call it a city, but By Empire standards, it's a miserable collection of crumbling stone hovels perched on the shore of a black icy river. The dim green glow from the luminescent moss above gives everything an eerie look. As you enter, one of the guards mutters, "Welcome to Silvar, newcomer. Strangers are welcome here, if they watch themselves." They wave you by. Okay. I guess I'm gonna end the episode here. We're going to start exploring Silvar next time and go talk to the mayor and ask what he wants. Training hall, small inn. Training hall sounds interesting, actually. Okay, yeah, there might be some interesting and useful things to find here. And as I said, we're going to find out next time. For the time being, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.